one of those skills that rarely gets taught. Teachers and professors assume either that taking good notes comes naturally or that someone else must have already taught students how to take notes. Then we sit around and complain that our students don't know how to take notes. I figure it's about time to do something about that. Whether you're a high school junior or a college senior or a grad student or a mid-level professional, the ability to take effective, meaningful notes is a crucial skill. Not only do good notes help us recall facts and ideas we may have forgotten, the act of writing things down helps many of us to remember them better in the first place. One of the reasons people have trouble taking effective notes is that they're not really sure what notes are for. I think a lot of people, students, and professionals alike, attempt to capture a complete record of a lecture, book, or meeting in their notes, to create, in effect, minutes. This is a recipe for failure. Trying to get every last fact and figure down like that leaves no room for thinking about what you're writing and how it fits together. If you have a personal assistant, by all means, ask him or her to write minutes. If you're on your own, though, your notes have a different purpose to fulfill. The purpose of note-taking is simple: to help you study better and more quickly. This means your notes don't have to contain everything, they have to contain the most important things. And if you're focused on capturing everything, you won't have the spare mental cycles to recognize what's truly important. Which means that later, when you're studying for a big test or preparing a term paper, you'll have to wade through all that extra garbage to uncover the few nuggets of important information. What should you be taking notes on? Your focus while taking notes should be twofold. First, what's new to you? There's no point in writing down facts you already know. If you already know the Declaration of Independence was written and signed in 1776, there's no reason to write that down. Anything that you know, that you can leave out of your notes. What's important to write down? What information is most likely to be of use later, whether on a test, in an essay, or in completing a project? Focus on points that directly relate to or illustrate your reading, which means you'll have to have actually done the reading. The kinds of information to pay special attention to are dates of events. Dates allow you to A. Create a chronology, putting things in order according to when they happen, and B. Understand the context of an event. For instance, knowing Isaac Newton was born in 1643 allows you to situate his work in relation to that of other physicists who came before and after him, as well as in relation to other trends of the 17th century. Names of people. Being able to associate names with key ideas also helps remember ideas better and, when names come up again, to recognize ties between different ideas, whether proposed by the same individuals or by people related in some way. Theories. Any statement of a theory should be recorded. Theories are the main points of most classes. Definitions. Like theories, these are the main points and, unless you are positive you already know the definition of a term, should be written down. Keep in mind that many fields use everyday words in ways that are unfamiliar to us. Arguments and debates. Any list of pros and cons, any critique of a key idea, both sides of any debate related in class or your reading should be recorded. This is the stuff that advancement in every discipline emerges from, and will help you understand both how ideas have changed, and why, but also the process of thought and development within the particular discipline you are studying. Images and exercises. Whenever an image is used to illustrate a point, or when an in-class exercise is performed, a few words are in order to record the experience. Obviously it's overkill to describe every tiny detail, but a short description of a painting or a short statement about what the class did should be enough to remind you and help reconstruct the experience. Other stuff. Just about anything a professor writes on a board should probably be written down, unless it's either self-evident or something you already know. Titles of books, movies, TV series, and other media are usually useful, though they may be irrelevant to the topic at hand. I usually put this sort of stuff in the margin to look up later. It's often useful for research papers, for example. Pay attention to other students' comments. 2. Try to capture at least the gist of comments that add to your understanding. Lastly, questions. Make sure to record your own questions about the material as they occur to you. This will help you remember to ask the professor or look something up later, as well as prompt you to think through the gaps in your understanding. Thanks for watching the video, and we hope this helps you take great notes for you to achieve your dream school.